Hey everyone, Anthony Fantano here, the internet's most birthday music nerd. It's my birthday today. My birthday. So I'm just gonna chill out, just gonna hang out, just gonna review something I want to review, something I've been kind of anticipating since the day it was announced. The new collaborative EP from Danny Brown and Black Milk, Black and Brown. Danny Brown's an MC, Black Milk is an MC/producer, both are Detroit natives, and both carry a lot of weight in the underground hip-hop. I have reviewed both of these guys too before on the channel. Danny Brown's XXX, which came out earlier this year, one of my favorite hip-hop albums of 2011. And this is a pretty dark and personal album, a depressing descent into drug addiction, plus the lyrics bring a lot of cliche rap stuff to such an excess, it becomes kind of hilarious. In Black Milk's latest album, Album of the Year, I wasn't really big on it. I'm not huge on the guy as an MC, but I like his beats. He's got a really nice, smooth, soulful sound to his production. He's worked with a lot of MCs I liked, and he produced for that Random Acts album that came out earlier this year that I didn't feel like reviewing. So I was pretty interested to see what Danny and Black Milk would do together, what they would pull out of one another in this collaboration. And sadly, I can't really say there was any kind of aha change on this EP between Danny or Black Milk. It's not like Black Milk changes his style to accommodate Danny, and Danny is pretty much the guy I met a few months ago when I listened to XXX. But it's not like a change really needed to happen. All the tracks on this EP just work without any major adjustments from Danny or Black Milk. It's kind of like finding out that raisins taste good on a peanut butter sandwich. Seriously, you should try it. Beat-wise, this thing has a lot of boom-bappy drums, guitar, string, piano samples, vocal samples, DJ cuts as well. It's a transition from the weird electronic sounds that were on XXX, but it's not like these kinds of beats are unfamiliar territory for Danny anyway. Stuff of this style has appeared on his previous releases, The Hybrid, for example. Beat-wise, the only standouts, and by standouts I mean the only real differences, are tracks like Jordan 8, which is pretty electronic, and DADA, which has a lot of dissonance in the sample set in the background. It's kind of odd, and it actually fits Danny's personality really well. I wish every beat on here felt as weird and bold. There are a few beat interludes on here I like too, and as far as Danny Brown goes, he is still very loud, aggressive, in your face, and unique, and out there. There are some familiar flows here that I've kind of heard on XXX already, but the lyrics here write another dark chapter to this dude's hilarious and extreme personality. One of the first tracks on here, Wake Up, just gives off these feelings of depression and just being fed up with life and not wanting to live anymore. Just leading this life where you're perpetually high and wasted and angry. There are a few loose punchlines here and there, a funny one about Masons and the Illuminati. But all the tracks after that one pretty much are funnier, more upbeat, which I like. You know, a lot of hilarious lines about sex that are so gross it actually makes sex sound kind of unappealing, but in a blowfly kind of way. He says the kind of stuff that I would be embarrassed to repeat, kinda. Like I said, nothing terribly new on this EP, other than that we've got a release where Danny Brown and Black Milk are billed together, which isn't even totally new since these guys have worked together before. Danny Brown appeared on Black Milk's last album, and the track he appeared on that album is the last track on this EP. And surprisingly, to me, against the other songs on this EP, that track is one of the better ones on here. At the end of the day, I feel like this EP feels more like networking as opposed to a collaboration that's going to go down in history. I think this EP is more for the fans. But I'm a fan, so I'm liking it. I think this thing could have been more, but it's pretty solid, very fun to listen to, and great for what it is. I'm feeling a strong 7 on this thing. What do you think about it? Are you loving it? Are you hating it? Why? And what do you think I should review next? Anthony Fantano, Danny Brown and Black Milk, forever.